What does it mean to be the spiritual leader of Yogaville? Two basic rules, right? Be blissful and let people do what they want. That's all you got to do. Don't give people too many rules. You have to like model the behaviors yourself, right? So you just don't tell people what to do and be in a state of bliss and be super altruistic and selfless and socially and emotionally intelligent and charismatic like I am, right? Or I don't know, I'm not super charismatic, but see, that's what makes me charismatic, is realizing that I'm not that charismatic. But so that's what it means to be the leader of Yogaville. That's what it means to be the leader of Yogaville. Is to like, don't make too many rules, love people as unconditionally as you possibly can. Don't let things get too out of control with the riffraff. So maybe, so I think like you shouldn't have too many rules and you shouldn't be telling people what to do. But when they like, so you give them a lot of wiggle room. But when the wiggle room, when they start to wiggle too far to one direction or the other, you have to like, gently remind them like, you're wiggling a little too far. But in my case, the problem is that these old people have wiggled too far into selfishness, selfish greed and materialism and separation. And I think it's partially because of the fact that Satchidananda slept with all those women, right? So they can't let any, other, I think Satguru and, the Ramakrishna order would want nothing to do with Yogaville simply because they're lying about Satchidananda's sexual indiscretions, and that all of the old people of Yogaville are committed to following a fallen guru who has no problem justifying the suffering of Jewish children who died in the Holocaust, right? Satchidananda gave a lecture to a bunch of his devotees, a huge room, talking about how these Jewish children deserve to get gassed. That's like the most evil thing I've ever heard. Karma does not work like that. Karma connects people in love. That's the highest level of karma, not this reward. See, Satchidananda taught his God was a God of the Old Testament, a punishing God, a rewarding God, a God of the lowest level of karma, the lowest level of moral development. The true highest level of karma is the karma of love, the karma of connection, and the karma that we're all one in God. So that's why Satchidananda is a little baby. That's why Satchidananda is a fallen guru. And that's why I'm going to take over Yogaville. But the most important thing is, to be a good leader, you have to be joyful. You have to give people what they want with it, which is happiness, purpose, which I do with my books. I talk about heaven on earth and feeding homeless kids in India and Africa and all over the third world, especially the third world. But I'm also want to feed kids in the first world because there are hungry kids in the first world too. So that's what it means to be the leader of Yogaville. And regarding accommodations for the Yoga Pot bookshop or the mini ashram business model that I'm going to create, it's already been created in Yogaville. I'd like it to be like, I'd like to have some more land so that people can stay for free in tents, like total tents, no hotels, no rooms. It's all going to be tents. Bring your own tent campsites, maybe just a field. You don't even have to have a campsite, just a big field. And maybe we could have some showering, outdoor showers, or maybe there can be a river nearby. I think that would be good. Let's see what else. Because you want people to hang out at the Yoga Pot bookshop, but you don't want them to have to pay to stay there. I think they should just be able to stay in a tent for free. So besides that, I got 5 seconds to make this a real. I gotta wait for a few seconds. 1 second. Let's see. All right. See you guys later. And I think this would be such an interesting idea for the Yoga Pot bookshop. So we could have multiple strains of marijuana that we're selling, right? And a couple days a week, maybe 1 or 2 days a week, we can have go crazy day, and we sell the most potent marijuana that you can possibly sell, the most high quality potent strain that will absolutely blast your mind to infinity, but only 1 day a week, the super potent marijuana strain. The rest of the days of the week, we can sell less potent, more meditational marijuana strains. Namaste. Unfortunately, this is a very unfortunate fact. This is a principle that people of color have had to learn in America for the last couple centuries, right? If the white man doesn't give you what you rightfully deserve, you gotta take it, man. The white man doesn't give it to you, you take it.